I have some extremely devastating news, something that's really just eaten at me for about the last day or so. Learning that the alligator Wally was basically kidnapped, full blown human trafficking situation with a fucking alligator, pretty much. That's right. The cute Wally alligator, who is basically completely docile, does not have an angry bone in his body, which, if you don't know, goes damn near against an alligator's, like, just nature. Normally, alligators are extremely hostile, and you have to be extremely careful around them because they can bite at any time. They can run at any time, but surprisingly, they are actually pretty fast. Looking at them with their short little stubby legs, you'd think, okay, nah, this thing's probably like a little, just like a little shit that doesn't move, But no, they actually run. So yeah, let that sink in, I guess. But Wally was not that type of alligator. He was, I don't know if he had a problem, if he maybe like what was up with him, but he was not aggressive at all. He did not show any type of aggression towards people, towards his owner, towards anyone. He was literally a domesticated alligator, which, if you guys don't know, is unheard of. You don't hear about alligators who are domesticated because that does not happen. Normally, alligators aren't really looked at as animals that you'd even really want to train, let alone animals that you actually can train. And not necessarily that Wally was actually trained all that well anyways. I'm thinking maybe he was just around people so much and he was fed enough to where he just like never even attempted to look at anything else other than chicken legs and Cheez-Its as a food source. Yeah, that's right. That's literally was his main sustenance. He's eating better than most Americans nowadays with these damn rising grocery prices. They're just nomming on chicken legs and Cheez-Its all day long, which, I mean, to me sounds like a pretty good diet. I mean, now the Cheez-Its part's a little odd for an alligator. I mean, like how, I guess he's just swallowing like a bag whole or something. I don't know exactly how that works, but yeah. You guys will be surprised to hear that a bunch of pranksters decided that they were going to go ahead and steal him from his owner's backyard. Which, if you don't know, the owner loves him. It's literally like his pet. It's just like anybody else having a cat or a dog. There's no difference. Like I said, he's never shown any aggression towards anyone ever. This is like a famous alligator that is known for not being aggressive at all. So these pranksters decided to break into the backyard of this man and steal Wally. And okay, I'm going to talk about this for a second, this little point that I have. These pranksters that actually commit crimes, which I would think this is a crime, like he stealing a pet, like stealing somebody's dog, like that's still theft, right? Like stealing somebody's cat, that's theft, right? Like I mean, I would think so. Kidnapping, like literally kidnapping. Except for this had to do with an alligator, which I don't like. Pranksters like this need to be legitimately punished to deter other people from attempting or even thinking about attempting similar feats to this. Because I mean, like this is one feat. Let me tell you, like I would never personally, even if the alligator was completely docile, I would still be kind of nervous just walking up to this big, alligator that I know at any moment, even though it's never done it before, in my head, I'd be thinking, good God, what if this bastard snaps on me? Then I'm going to have to bring out the damn nunchucks and show him who's boss, but that's a whole different point, and so they, I guess, got him. They, their whole plan was to take Wally, throw him in somebody else's backyard to scare the living mess out of them, which it did. That's exactly, the mission successful on that front. So guess what they called? They called a trapper, somebody who gets alligators out of people's yards, because that's a problem. And rightfully so, these people did not know that this was the, like famous Wally alligator that is known for being a domesticated alligator and is not vicious. So I'm sure the whole time they're just wrangling this dude, trying, like, he's probably just like sitting there motionless, not even really like putting up a fight, but they still have to follow protocol and everything because normally with alligators, they are very aggressive. It's not like normal for an alligator to not do that. So, what this trapper man said was that he put him in a pond full of 20 other alligators, which I have a hard time believing because he refused to tell the owner where that pond was, which you'd think, why? Just tell us where the pond is, and then boom, we can try to look for Wally, see if maybe he can be recovered in any way. Well, the trapper decides he's not going to do that. He's not opening his mouth on like where he is, like which makes no sense. And so that's kind of leading me and a few others to believe that Wally is probably dead. And I'm thinking even if the trapper didn't kill Wally, which I think is most likely like what happened, then he's probably going to die if he is surrounded by 20 other alligators who are in the wild. They are in their natural habitat, whereas Wally is used to eating Cheez-Its and chicken legs all day, not so much different than like a Discord mod or something. And so, as you can imagine, he's probably gotten lackadaisical, isn't really a fighting type of alligator. So yeah, when him against them is just not gonna, it's not gonna end well. Hopefully there is going to be a really good ending to the story, and maybe the trapper has a reason, like maybe there's a reason why he's not telling the location of where he dropped them off. One possible reason could be because he doesn't want to draw too much attention to that one specific area. They don't want to make that area public where a shit ton of people can just go and like get Wally, because that's extremely dangerous. There are other natural alligators that live there, meaning that if like a whole bunch of people go to this one specific area and try to look for him, there's a decent chance that somebody may be injured by another one of these wild alligators. So I could see that maybe being like a reason for why that information hasn't came out. But even then, just tell the owner where, keep it on the down low. You know what I mean? So yeah, hopefully he gets his pet back. It's such a sad situation because Wally is an extremely rare, literally a specimen. Like, alligators aren't domesticated. It's like trying to domesticate a tiger. You know what I'm saying? Like, technically people say that they can be domesticated, but they're never truly domesticated, just because they're always going to have that like natural instinct. Like, for example, even if you have a pet tiger or something and it's never done anything, they tell you to never run away from it, because boom, it's going to like snap into attack mode and probably rip out your damn jugular. And it's probably just a natural reaction. It's not even trying to be mean or anything, or or trying to be hostile. It's just, that's the nature of the beast. But I'm getting off on a tangent. Anyways, I hope Wally gets saved, gets found. But these pranksters need to be brought to justice. These bastards, I cannot stand when people get away with stuff like this. They are actually just nuisance. Like, I'm sure everyone can agree with me that all these people are just a damn nuisance to society, because they just cause fucking mayhem and shit. And it's, no one wants to be dealing with any of that. So yeah, guys, I just want to talk about that a little bit. Let me know what you guys think about this down in the comments. That's all I got. See ya.